Hey everybody! Okay, I'm going to make some more soap. I've been making soap all day. It's now like 3 o'clock in the afternoon and it's raining and has been raining like proper heavy since about midday. So I was kind of stuck in here because I got Bridie with me this morning and she hates the rain. So I had to go and get my car from where I parked it, bring it back, pick the dog up, get home, get changed because I was soaked. Luckily Lisa had lent me like an umbrella so I could go and get my car. Normally I park in the car park, which is just out the back here, but today I parked down, like there's like a road that takes you on to where I start the dog walk, so I thought, oh, I'll park there today. Anyway, my back of my trousers, I was just soaked, so I'm dried off and now I'm going to make spiced strudel, which is probably, I don't know what that was, appropriate for today since it feels very autumnal. It's warm still, it's really muggy and weird, but you know. So I'm going to make spiced strudel soap today, which is one that I made last season for autumn. So my colours, I'll show you what I'm going to use. I'm going to use Forest Gold, and this is by Mica Mama. It's a bit like that cerulean blue, but it's got like a nice deep teal green with like gold flecks. So you get like a nice sparkle if you put enough into your swirl. And you think with these jars, all the mica gets caught on the lids and it just goes everywhere. Okay, the other one I'm going to use is dark orange. I'm not going to open it, otherwise I'm going to do the same thing. Dark orange, again by Mica Mama, and I love that. It's like a really good sort of almost like saffron colour. They do one called saffron, which I've had before, but this is a close match. So dark orange, and I'm going to use some copper penny from Nurture soap. And then I'm going to use a bit of titanium dioxide for the white base, I think. I'll have a think. I'm not going to do any sprinkles or anything like that. I am going to use my slab mould today, so I'm going to be using that one. And then I've got 2 more soaps to make after that, which I'll probably film so these videos can sort of go up over the next week or whatever. So I'm trying to keep on top of them because channel's growing, so hello new subscribers. Yeah, it's getting quite good now, so I'm going to keep doing it and I'm enjoying it. I enjoy doing it anyway, and it's nice to look back because when I come to do designs the following year, I've got videos to refer to for how I made stuff. That's always a good idea, even if you don't upload to YouTube. It's good to film what you do because, you know, it's like learning from yourself. Okay, I'm going to get my oils ready and my lye ready and my file ready for the portal, because I think there's a couple of these I've not put on there. Not this one's gone on from last year, but I think there's a couple which are coming up next. Maybe. It depends what I choose to do. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling and we'll get on. Alright. Okay, so you have to be careful here because I have this fill quite high. I know I can just about get my soap in there, my lye in there I mean. So I'm just going to stick blend slowly so that this doesn't go everywhere. Okay. Give it a burp. Okay, so it's just for my swirl. I just need to pour off 3 lots into these smaller jugs. It's been a while since I've used my slab mould. I've been using my long moulds more than anything, so let's see how this turns out. I actually want quite a lot of colour, and I'm just going to be sort of pouring it in and seeing what we get by doing it that way. And nice spoon. So I'm just going to use about a teaspoon of each of these, maybe a little more actually. These little things I get from Hobbycraft in the UK, so I can't say if anywhere else does them because I have no idea. I just picked them up one day and thought those would be handy because they've got a teaspoon thing on the end of the scoop. So they are perfect for soap making. So maybe if you searched something like plastic scoop with teaspoon measure on or something like that, I don't know, you might be able to find them. Okay, so then I want TD, but just a little bit because I don't want it to thicken on me too much, so I'm going to put 2 scoops of that in there. And then I'm going to stick blend it in. So it's still really raining out there, not very nice at all, but praise be, we're inside. Okay, so I'm going to mix the colours first and then I'm going to put the fragrance afterwards. This titanium dioxide I'm using is an oil soluble, which is why I've been able to put it straight into here. Sometimes you can't, if it's water soluble, you'll have to disperse it through water before adding, but in this one it's fine. Okay, so let's get these done. Mica. Here's the orange. Okay, and onto the green. Hold on. Just like your hands. Can't stand mess as I'm working. I'm going to get a jug of water with some fairy liquid in it. Okay, just got a jug so I can just clean off my stick blender as I go because I don't like it getting all mucky in case I need to use it again. Okay, so we're going to get the fragrance. I've just measured it back into its own bottle so I know what I've got here. So don't panic that I've just gone straight out of the bottle, I've just measured this for the amount that I need. Oh lordy, it's very cinnamony and very, very nice autumnal spice. It's just a lovely fragrance. So what have I been doing? Just the same as usual, just work, and I've decided not to do another channel because I think I am who I am, you know. I've got nothing to be ashamed of for my beliefs and my thoughts and whatever else I want to talk about, you know. I am who I am, so I'm not going to set up another channel for fear that people might not agree with me. You know, it doesn't matter. I'm not talking to people so that you all agree. I'm talking to you because you like me to. So I'm not going to be changing anything about my channel. I've been working on this channel a while, so I don't really want to have to set up another one just so I can talk. So if people who don't like it, they don't have to stay by, you know. They don't have to stay here. It's up to them. But I am who I am, and I'm not going to apologise for that. Okay, so I'm going to pour my base. Like so. I just don't want to be doing anything here that is fancy. I just want it to go in there, you know. Tell you what I'm inspired by today is if you follow Pasha Soap on Instagram, they fill the biggest moulds I've ever seen. They're like huge soap makers, but they got like not a massive following on Instagram, but quite a big following. And I just love to watch them with their videos. They just do the most amazing things, and yeah, it's them that I'm inspired by the way they pour their soap like this. They just don't do too much messing, and I really like the way that they work. So I thought I'm going to try that pouring technique, you know, just, it's not really a technique, it's just getting it in the mould. And I just really like the way that their bars turn out when they've done that. There's like a purple one that they do, I don't know what it's called. I've never bought their soap, so maybe one day I will. But I just love following them. And I love seeing their process because the moulds are massive. Like, it's, you really should have a look. It's Pasha, spelled P-A-C-H-A. So go and see them on Instagram and you'll see what I mean. They just, it looks fantastic watching them do their pouring, and I just, oh, you know, it just, I love it. I just like what they do. It's really cool. They've got these great big buckets and great big mixers, and yeah, proper factory style soap making, and I just love it. So rock on, Pasha Soap. I was showing Matt and I was like, look at these, and he was like, oh my god, look at the size of the moulds. I was like, I know. Very inspiring. So not like copying a design, it's just I'm copying a pour, kind of. This is on a much smaller scale, but I just like how they just throw it in. You'll see what I mean. Like, the soap looks like it's all going to overflow over the edge, and somehow they managed to get all their soaps made without it going everywhere, but it looks like it's going to go everywhere, but it never does. So yeah, them's the rulers of the day. I like watching soap videos more on Instagram than I do on YouTube. I don't know why. Just like seeing people's day, you know, seeing how they do things. Oops. So there is spiced strudel. I'm not done yet. I'm going to mess with the top a little bit when it's set up a bit. And I'm going to just do a flippy top, so I'll bring you in for that next portion, so you can see. Good morning. Okay, I'm going to cut this spiced strudel. Okay. Let's get it out of the mould. I've just had to do the gauge on my cutter because I haven't cut this like soaps from this slab mould for a while. I've been using my other moulds, as you, oh, look at the button there, probably aware. But I don't know if I've gauged it right, so we shall see. First of all, I need to cut it into little logs and then into bars. And these are chunks, so it's like the chunks are about 6 centimetres across with about a 4 centimetre depth. So I think I've got it right, but we'll see in a minute. So I'm just going to use this cutter. It's getting a bit bowed, but I did whack it through the dishwasher just to give it a good old clean, so I think I might have done something to it, I don't know. Hold on, I lift you up, you can't see that very well. That's a bit better. So this might discolour a little bit. I think it goes a little bit darker, but not too much. So today I've just, well, it's not even started really yet. I've just been out with the dog this morning. She's had a really good run with a load of other doggies. So I took her to a different place today. We went up to a place called Twyford, which is, it's like a country park, and there's like shops, like nice shops up there and things like that, but there's a great big load of land where you can go and walk your dog. So usually it's quite quiet up there and we don't normally bang into anybody, but today There's quite a lot up there, so she's had a really good run around. And I've just taken her home so I can come on and film, and then I shall either go home and edit these and get them uploaded, or I might make some more whip soap today. I've done my base, I just need to make the products. I will decide in a minute. Okay, so let's cut a few of these and we'll see what we got inside. Just cut them off there. Get that off there. Now, I don't know if I've gauged it right or not. It looks like I might. Yeah, it looks about right. So they come as these nice little chunks. So I've not done this, not done the chunks for quite some time, so yeah, it's hard to remember how I used to, like how wide. I think I might have this a little bit too wide. I think I'm supposed to get 5 bars. I think it's 5 bars out of each. I can't remember. Hang on, let me think. 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, 5 bars out of each log. This gives me 25 bars, so I think I've got it right. I think it might just be a little bit on the wide side. I'm just going to bring it in just a smidge. There. Okay, let's get a few more done. So I've been invited out this evening to a barbecue at a friend's house in the next city over from us. I don't know if I want to go. Part of me is saying you should really go out, and then the other part of me is just like, I've just started watching Stranger Things and it could be a perfect opportunity to just sit in my own home and watch it. I don't know what I want to do. Like, does anybody else get like this? It's like I get invited out not that often, and when I do, I sort of think maybe I should go because I don't go out that much, you know, but I really, really, really like my home comforts, and it's like, I'm just like my mom. Like, my mom is just like this. She don't like going out. And when she does, all she wants to do is go back home again. We're proper home birds. I'm just not into, like, I don't know, I just like doing my own thing, you know. It's not a good thing sometimes, but it's just how I feel. And today it's like, it's quite dull outside, and I think it's supposed to brighten up, so perhaps I'll feel a bit better once it's brightened up. Matt said, oh, are you coming tonight? And I was like, I'll tell you later. I don't want to be the disappointment, you know, the disappointing girl that doesn't go anywhere. It's not like I was years ago. I'd be like, yeah, I'm up for a party. But yeah, as I've gotten older, I just really like to be at home. It's like, because it's a weeknight, it's Wednesday today. And so, you know, you get used to your time. You get used to what you do, like, all through the week. So it's a bit like, I don't know what I want to do really. Obviously, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, I don't want to go out. But I could miss out on having an opportunity to have some fun or a good laugh. And I'm like, I ain't really that bothered, you know. Anyway, this came out quite pretty. It's I like that on the back of that one. It's kind of cute. And it smells like autumn. It's right nice. Yeah, this smells good, like, as soon as you cut it. You know, you get some soaps, I think I've mentioned this several times, but sometimes when you cut soap the next day, it doesn't like quite smell as it will then. So like the curing process usually makes the soap smell like it's supposed to, and sometimes the next day when you cut it, it just smells like that raw, weird soap, you know. But this one smells good. Like, right off the bat, it smells good. You can tell I watch YouTube videos too much. Right off the bat, there's never a phrase that we use in Great Britain. Not very often anyway, and I've just used it. I think it's, yeah, you'd be surprised of the American influence over British language these days. It's very different. and I'm caught by it too. So yeah, very, very weird. See, these look completely different. What colour did I... Oh, is that forest gold? It looks more like a blue than a green. I think last year I used a colour called Hunter Green rather than that forest gold. So forest gold is more of a teal colour than a green, and it's come out like really teal. You can see it, so it doesn't really look like a spice strudel like it did last year. So that's that one. I'm just going to trim them up and put them up on the curing rack. Just going to chop these bits into samples. That's just the end strip that I always get on these slab, from the slab moulds. So they're good sample sizes. Get rid of that one. Okay, so that's spiced strudel. So I'll let you know if I go out on the next video. I just really don't know what I'm going to do. I think if the sun starts to shine, I might feel a little bit different. I might think, yeah, I'll go out. But if it's dull, and especially if it's raining, I ain't going anywhere. I'll let you know. Okay, so we will upload this video and I'll see you for the next one. Ta-ta!